All right, a little bit of hassle getting everything all set up, but yeah, this is just going to be a test of the live stream at nighttime, because when I did a test earlier on the live stream, not earlier, the other day, at nighttime, using the YouTube mobile app, it looked like crap, like really, really bad. So, gonna go have a little walk around. It's about, it's just after 7. So I figure I'll go do a little live stream right now and see how it works out. I'm not using the gimbal tonight. Nothing fancy. This is meant more to be a test run than anything else. But let's flick the camera so you can see what I'm seeing. All right. Here we go. Nighttime in the neighborhood. If anybody does happen to come on stream, let me know what you think. Is the color and video crappy as hell? My little 2 restaurants here. This one's doing really good. I like this one. It's full house tonight. I wouldn't have been able to get anything tonight if I wanted to. Hey, Counterpop, how you doing? This is my neighborhood. All right. I think you're the only one right now, Counterpop, watching. If I'm not mistaken, Streamlabs will always throw in a bot. Oh, hey, there's more people. Neiman Hao. Hey everybody. Nighttime stream just to see how crappy the stream quality is. Really? It looks good in the preview, I gotta say. But last night was really, really bad. I left my stream unlisted last night. But yeah, the YouTube app at nighttime was terrible, and honestly I don't think it's that fantastic even in regular light. But this Streamlabs app, it's a bit more of a hassle to set up, but it seems like it's okay. So we'll go for a little walkabout. Like I said, the camera may be swaying a bit tonight because I don't have my gimbal. I figured I'd only stream for 10-15 minutes. Hi. What's wrong? Are you hungry? You look a little bit hungry. You got a lot to say. You're skinny. And you're just a baby. Yeah. It's okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you. You got a big voice. Yeah. All right. Across the street here, we got the little booze shop. Got the little, wow, that place is packed too. This place does really delicious noodles though. They're beef noodles. I think that's their main specialty is beef noodles, but they're really, really good. This is my little barber shop here. Of course, he's probably busy. Yeah. Hey, ni hao, ni hao. Filming everybody. Little restaurants. That's where I get my haircut. My haircut in that little place cost me 25 renminbi. 35 if I get a hair wash. Which is kind of nice because it's like a little scalp massage at the same time. Cute little electric car. You can get these things for like 2,000 US dollars. Yeah, it is going to be a bit jiggly. Like I said, I didn't want to muck around too much with the gimbal because it is new and I'm not sure exactly how to use it yet, so, or at least use it properly. So this is more just a test of the picture quality and sound quality. I do have a tripod in my pocket, so if I find an interesting place to sit, I will do so. Anytime you see a dude like that with a cushion on the back of his motorcycle, he is a motorcycle taxi, which for the majority of Shenzhen is not allowed anymore. However, in these little factory areas like Bao'an, the same rules don't apply. They can absolutely have little motorcycle taxis, all right. Lots of interesting little places around. So this is a Wednesday night. Alright. The way the traffic is set up, you often get caught up in the little island in the middle. Everybody's watching that traffic to see if they can run across. Oh, hi. Why are you so slow? All that honking means don't jump out, I'm coming by. True, but I'm actually in a very safe spot. Like there is a divider right here, a concrete divider and a pillar, so nobody's gonna hit me, but yes, it's quite important in China to always keep your eyes open. All right, here we go. Our turn. I'm gonna avoid the mass over there and head this way. I'm heading towards the beautiful park near my home. Not sure how far I'm going to go, but considering that the stream is working, why not keep streaming? It's a little convenience store. Tons of these little convenience stores around. Little lotto shop where you can buy your tickets and win your fortune. A little secure gated area. Lots of speed bumps for when I come through here on my bicycle. Got to be careful of these little alleyways here because people will come flying out. Let's go for the walk through here, actually. Again, if I were in America or Canada and it was dark like this and it was evening time and there weren't a lot of people around, I probably wouldn't go, honestly, walking through little places like this. But this is China. I am perfectly safe here. Actually, I'm probably safer than most. I am the kind of the biggest guy in town. Well, not so much anymore, but bigger by and large. Got a little parking area here with bicycles and motorcycles all over the place. Look how close together these buildings are. It's just wild. You could literally reach out a window in one building and shake the hand of somebody living in the other. Yeah, just people kicking it everywhere. I'll go down a little bit more. Now these types of apartments in here, if a person really wanted to save money, here you could get yourself a little personal apartment for $100 to $300 a month US easily. And 300 would be a big one. That would be at least 2 if not 3 bedrooms. For a little single room apartment or a 1 bedroom apartment, it'd be much, much cheaper. But yeah, just people sitting around at this time of year, I should say. It's so much cooler out at night, so it's a very good time to get out and enjoy the lovely weather. Now, I don't know what's going on in here, but let's take a look. Look at that beautiful place. It looks pretty quiet. It could be a civic building, or it could be a private home that nobody lives in anymore. But interesting, nonetheless. Anti-Ebola, thank you for your comments, but unfortunately, without my glasses on and while moving around, it's hard enough for me to read Chinese as it is, so I probably won't be able to figure out everything you're saying. Let's see here. Now let's go over here. I'll show you this. This is a little electric motorcycle charging station. So you can plug in your electric scooters over here, scan the barcode, pay the fee, and it does have fire extinguishers all above it. So if there ever a battery fire, that's what these things are on top. Those are sprinklers. They would register the heat and start pouring water out. And there's also a built-in sprinkler system above that as well, so dual safety. And then these things over here, though it's blocked by this garbage can right now, these are actually full-size batteries for the delivery drivers and the larger scooters that you scan the barcode, one of these gates or little doors will open, and you'll slide out an entire battery, drop that into your electric scooter, put yours back in there, and it will recharge. So it's kind of a battery charging unit. So you can replace the factory battery with one from that company, and then you'll always have a fully charged battery without having to charge it later. Let's go over here. Yeah, that does look like a private house, a great big one. Could have been a politician or something like that. Hey, I'm glad you like it. This is exactly what I want to do with my live streams. I don't want to go to the fancy tourist areas and say, hey everybody, look at this. This is something that everybody's already seen on YouTube before. No, I want to show the real life, the little places. I've got a few things I still need to do, but I am planning on doing some traveling very soon to different little communities. Look at this interesting little place just under the trees here. These are just little tables and benches that people put out so people could sit out here and play cards, things like that. I'm gonna sit down here for a minute myself and just see what's going on. I am in Shenzhen, but not Shenzhen proper. I'm in one of the sub-districts. I'm in a sub-district of a sub-district, actually. I am in Bao'an. The sub-district is Shenzhen, which is a factory town. You know what? Counterpop me too. Yeah, I've lived here long enough that I've seen all the touristy stuff. Like, I don't know if you've seen the iShow speed streams that he's doing in China, which are cool. He's doing a great job of them. But he's looking at all the famous places in the big cities, Shenzhen, Chongqing, Changsha, Hong Kong, places like that. And I've been here 20 years. I've seen it all. I've been to all those places. But there's so many other places that are just so interesting that one never gets to see. And that's why I want to do some IRL streaming in these type of places too, because so many times I've run across something very, very unique and interesting only to not have my camera ready. And by the time I dig my camera out of my pocket and get it all set up and ready to go, it's too late. It's literally too late. The show is over. The event. So yeah, IRL streaming, I'm going to start doing a lot more of this. The other nice thing about it too, realistically, is since it's live, I'm creating content without having to worry about making it perfect and then getting back home and plugging it into the computer, doing all the editing, uploading it to YouTube, all that kind of fun stuff that comes with it. Instead, it's just, as soon as I click stop, it's going to be on YouTube. Me too. I love it. I love it. And I also, with any luck, if the channel keeps growing the way it is, I do plan on not only taking the show on the road in China, but also to other countries around China as well. Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, different places nearby, not too far of a hop, skip, and a jump. But yeah, this kind of stuff really interests me. And I mean, one of the things my wife says to me all the time is I'll say, oh, there's a hairdresser over there, or there's an electronics store over there, there's this market over there, there's a wet market over there. And she'll say, how do you know all these things? Because this is literally what I do. I just go out wandering around in random directions and just see what I can find. And yeah, incorporating the live stream into it is just going to make that more interesting. Like I said, in the future I will be using my gimbal. I purchased the Osmo Mobile 7, which is a very, very good one. It has very nice battery life, and it should keep the camera very, very smooth when I'm walking around. Because that's one problem with live streaming, is my phone actually has amazing stabilization, but not when I'm in the app. You know, not when I'm in Streamlabs. That would be when I'm recording directly through the app itself. So let me flick the camera again here, and you can see this is the entrance to the upper level of this building here. Yeah, let's walk around a bit more. I'm almost at the entrance to the park, so might as well go take a quick look over at the park before I start wandering back home. This is the back of another electric motorcycle charging station. Let's see if I can sneak my big butt through here. Oh yeah, that'll work. This will be the entrance to this building. And this is quite a high building, so it will have elevators. Oh, there's a big puppy sitting in his business, being a good boy or girl. I suppose it could be either one. I didn't ask. I love these brick buildings like this. They're kind of tiles on top of the building that give it a brick-like appearance, but with different colors. Little peanuts there, driving down the middle of the road. Another very interesting thing you see a lot of in China, which is kind of different from my culture, is the large number of people that just go out walking in their pajamas. Any time of day. Doesn't have to be at night. People love walking around their PJs. Right. Here we are at the entrance to the park. Now, I typically come to this park in the daytime. Right at the hottest time of day. Typically on my bike, or sometimes I come walking. And I come here to sweat. I come here to exercise. But I tell you, parks are probably one of the most popular public activities in China, and that's why the parks here are just so incredibly beautiful and literally off the hook. They're amazing. The Chinese government goes out of its way to build and maintain these huge, enormous parks and make them so beautiful and so comfortable that people want to come back to them. Now, this is a little public bicycle. This park does allow bicycle riding in it, so I could scan this barcode right now and hop on this bicycle and go riding around, but yes, actually, surprisingly enough, MMA is becoming huge in China right now. It's very, very popular, and I even met Chuck Liddell in Shenzhen here, oh gosh, 15 years ago. He was here opening up an MMA gym. But in the past, when I first got here, MMA and wrestling were a no-no. The Chinese government just would not support violent sports of that nature. However, that has changed. And some of the top UFC fighters in the world actually are from China, men and women. They're beasts. Okay, so here we've got the security at the front desk here, and there are police in the park. There are police stations everywhere all through the park, so it's a very safe environment. Not that I'd ever really worry. This building over here has a very, very clean public toilet with squat and sit-down toilets, which is quite remarkable. As you can hear, there is a public service message coming out over the speakers throughout the park. Now, a lot of people come to the park at night because it's cooler to do their exercise. So there will be a lot of bikes flying around here, but I do not come at night on my bicycle. I like to ride my bike fast. I have yet to run across a crappy park. That is absolutely true. Yeah, but this park is amazing. It is absolutely huge. I used my iWatch to kind of map out a good portion of it, not all of it, but a good portion of it. And you could ride a different road or pathway here throughout the park for at least 20 kilometers before you start repeating it. And you see a lot of young people here that are wearing the pro cycling gear because it's fun, you know. I doubt many of them are actually pro cyclists. The pro cyclists would go to the velodromes, of which there are many. Now we're getting to a darker area, so this is good. We'll see how this looks later on. How does it look so far on the stream? Does it is it at least reasonably good? When I tried using the YouTube app for streaming at night in a very well lit area. It was terrible. It was really, really bad. It was blocky and it was slow. It was skipping and stuttering all the time. You see, I'm gonna flick the camera at me. Hey, look at that, it's me. Just to kind of get an idea. Kind of weird with the lights behind me, right? A lot of bikes here at night. A lot of people here at night though too. When I come here in the daytime, there are 10-20 people in the entire park. I've passed triple that number in the past 5 minutes. But it smells amazing right now. It absolutely is just amazing. The sounds, I can hear the bullfrogs in the water below croaking, I can hear the birds. But the smells of these parks, especially this time of year, because they've all got flowering trees and plants everywhere. Let me flick this again. There we go. A little bridge over to the other side. Let's go walk on that bridge and see what it looks like. I hear you with the old eyes, but hey, if it's watchable, that's fine by me. I'm glad it's working. I was kind of afraid when I did the test stream with the YouTube app, that I would only be able to stream in the daytime. And as you can see, there's a lot of really cool things to see at nighttime. In China, of course. Why wouldn't there be, right? All right. Let's have a little sit down here and just see life passing by. Ooh, that's a nice bike. Big rock. And this guy's got all the pro gear. He's got the clip pedals. Wow, that's a gorgeous bike. I bet it weighs nothing. Very, very nice. Your bike is beautiful.
Nice.
Nice. 好漂亮。
漂亮。
是啊。
是哪里人？
加拿大。
加拿大。在这边上班。
是啊，是啊。可是我是加拿大人，可是我住在中国20年了。
哦，那你今年多少岁？
你说。
35。
哇，谢谢谢谢。55。
55。
是吧？
看起来好年轻哦。
没有，看眼睛。可是真的我是老人了。
那是看外表没有那么老。年轻。
年轻，谢谢谢谢。
你一家人都在深圳吗？
是啊。
哦。
No.
那你在这里20年，有没有拿到那个签证？就是那个居住证？就是中国的那个类似美国的那个绿卡。
绿卡我听不懂啊，不知道。
就是永久居住证。有没有拿到？
没有，
还没有啊？
还没有。
哦，有点难拿哦。
是啊。
那你一般加拿大是免签吗？
加拿大是年签是什么？
就是你来中国需不需要签证？
没有。
那应该是永久，就是我看人家过来中国，就比如说其他国家来中国1年或者是多少个月就要回去办那个签证。你有没有？你需要吗？
需要。
哦，需要。那你大概多久回去？
多久啊？不好意思，真的我的都不太好啊。我就在中国很长的时间，可是在工作我说英语，在家里面我说英语，可是我有一个女儿，所以我的家人都在家里面只说英语，可是她在外面可以说普通话，可是我要她的英语是非常好的。
挺好。吃饱饭来这边旅游。 逛吗？
逛。
哦，
我在万山去这里骑自行车。
你也来这里骑自行车？
是啊是啊。
今天晚上没有来骑吗？
我在1点2点晚上在
午休时间。
对。
哦。
现在太多人。
1、2点的时候是少人点，就是晚上嘛，他们都喜欢吃完饭了来这里逛一下。
是。
对。我们也是经常在这边骑。那这些都是我的朋友。
哦。
他们还在骑。
啊。你们都有很好的自行车，我是就是普通的。
我们这个也是普通。
不是这个 Big Rock 不是非常好的。
哎，好。改天有空，我们是经常在这边骑的。但是我们一般是，比如说星期六、星期天放假，我们可能就早一点。平常的话就是差不多这个点。
我觉得你们比我快。
怎么说？主打就是锻炼嘛。
锻炼是。
可能我们就是年纪小一点，可能追求就速度。
我觉得现在你们得去慢一点，可是太多人了。
对，这里太多人。就是深圳不像我上个月底我去肇庆那边比赛，人家那边的路就比较好。在这边就是人多，然后路不是很直，它又拐弯就提不起来快。你在看的是直播还是什么？
这个是YouTube。
哦，你在跟你朋友打视频？
是啊。我给他们看的实验，是我每天都做这个。
你每天这个点都来这里吗？
每天在这里，可是我也去别的地方。
我就是我来这里也算比较长时间，好像第一次见到你，也算一种缘分。我今天刚好来这里就骑24公里。
24公里。
对，因为今天我24岁生日，我就骑24公里，就是给自己一个。
我也每天做20公里啊。
我们一般的话出来就是30起步，但是今天我生日，我就说骑个24公里，祝贺一下，记录一下。他也是我朋友，我们就是有个小群，我们就有空了就约一起骑车。你不骑啦？
厉害。
啊？你干得好快呀！我骑完了。
哇，你有很多朋友啊。
骑车就比较喜欢交朋友。反正有空我们也可以一起骑。
可以。
这里就坐着就很凉快，风吹，特别是吃饱饭出来散散步，消化一下。对呀，老球痛快呀。那前我也讲嘛，哎呀，你家里面人也在这边，没有带他们出来逛这样吗？我说你家里面人也在深圳，你没带他们一起过来逛一下吗？
没有。你会说英语吗？
我不会，但是我们公司主要也是做外贸，但是他们会。
OK。
8点，我骑24公里而已。那时候还蛮喜欢骑长途嘛。
3个武汉的7个，蒋惠兰抢跑1个。
你不骑了，骑了多少公里？
今天的话又被那个打架的抢跑了。
今天主打的就是记录一下我自己的这个保存内容。
Well, thanks, Antibola. That's very nice of you to say. Yeah, my Chinese used to be really good, and then when I went back to Canada for a while, of course, I didn't speak at all. But yeah, that's what people have told me before, is that my pronunciation is really good, but it's just a matter of I'm getting old. I need to remember all the vocabulary. That's the big thing. But you know, I'm not afraid to try. I don't use translators. I don't use devices to talk to people. I just try to figure stuff out, and so far I've never had any real big problems. I can deal with everything that I need to.
这也是我朋友。
哇，好多朋友。
对，骑车出来就是要有个伴。
面子好大。
骑完没有？
骑了。
你刷了7000啊？
还有一个同事把他拉没了，他
刚才有个白车想蹭我风，然后我一直保持31骑的。男的女的？女的，男的。男的女的？男的。他一直在我后面。
男的你让他蹭什么？你给他拉爆就完了。
拉走了。
对呀、女的嘛，你让他放慢一点，他就蹭一点。
我的自行车是
美利达。
对。
它有2辆，有一辆是公路，有一辆山地。它都是美利达的牌子。
不骑了，我还跟我一个同事，他平常不骑的。我刚才骑得慢，我就是一直等他回来我们。
改天骑出来我们一起骑，我们都基本上都是7点钟，基本上都在这里了。晚上7点。
哇！
因为我们5点半6点下班，吃个饭，换个衣服过来，差不多就7点左右。
哦哇，厉害！
你骑这个骑不起来是吧？
对，骑得起来，但是不持久。耐力累一累。
My dialect is no dialect that I'm aware of. I'm pretty good at understanding different dialects. I think I understand different dialects better than my wife does. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep walking now so these guys can chat.
有一个是逆着，有2个是顺着。
哎，那天那个瑜伽裤也在这儿。
啊，对，他就逆着。
对，所以你知道你为什么不行？就是我发现我的方向。
哎，朋友，我去啊！再见啊！
对，我快。
Yeah, they're all chatting, the boys there, so I'll continue on my journey. Oh, no Cantonese, no Cantonese. Putonghua, Mandarin all the way. Some people say that Cantonese is actually easier, but I think those people are crazy. Because Mandarin has technically 4 tones and then a neutral tone, being no tone. However, Cantonese has 7 or 8. And I find Cantonese much more difficult. I can understand a little bit of it, and I can definitely tell when somebody is speaking Cantonese as opposed to Mandarin, but yeah, I didn't bother to even attempt to learn Cantonese because, sad to say, aside from local people in Guangdong province and people in Hong Kong, nobody speaks Cantonese anymore. Even in Hong Kong, the kids are all learning Mandarin. Mandarin is the language. Just wanted to come over here and show you this. This is another one of the very clean, very nice little public toilets with this giant screen, bright TV. I think my phone is going crazy here. Are people sending me messages? Oh yeah, hold on. Yes. Oh. It's my wife sending messages. What is she? Oh, it's my wife and daughter. Hey, I'm live on YouTube if you want to see where I'm at. I was just talking to some new cycling friends over here at the park. And so far the people have been telling me that have been watching my live stream that it looks pretty good. So that's good actually. So the YouTube app itself sucks ass for streaming, but Streamlabs seems to be doing a better job. If you have a chance, hun, take a look at my live stream and see what you think. I mean, it's a good time to do it. You know, if I show speed can do it, I can do it too. There we go. Let's go over here and take a quick look at the lake before I start making my way back. It's a beautiful night out. Very, very good. One must take advantage of this idyllic weather when one can, because any day now it's going to be scorching hot night and day. And as much as people can get acclimatized to the heat, sweating like crazy is never a fun thing. Let's go over here and see if you can see the lake. See if you can see this lake going on over here. The water level is down dramatically at the moment, but that's just simply because it's fall, and winter and fall in South China are the very dry seasons. Summer is when it's not only hot as hell, but very wet. Now this is interesting here. I'm not sure why it's here, but this is an old soy milk mill, where they'd put the dry soybeans underneath a stone on that platform there, and then rotate it with a big stick, and that would grind the beans into liquid, which would then come out of the spout. Like I said, I'm not sure why it's just here in the middle of the park, and unless it's a leftover from an old village or another time when this actually used to be used, because this is non-mechanical obviously, and they just thought, hey, this is big and heavy, this is going to be a park anyway, why bother moving it? And it just started living here, which is great. All right, I'll get a little closer to the water here. But I'm glad that the stream is working well, because like I said, it's complicated here. Have the 5G on the iPhone, then with a hotspot, and then the hotspot firing up the Wi-Fi on my Oppo phone, and then the Oppo phone connecting to the VPN, and then the VPN connecting to Streamlabs, and then Streamlabs connecting to the YouTubes. All in all, hey, thanks for popping by, Counterpop. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you letting me know how the stream's going. This is all very new for me, but yeah, I plan on doing this a lot more in the future and just showing the amazing things. Oh, the wind is so nice. But yeah, thanks a bunch. You head back to work, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm just gonna come sit over here. I'm gonna do something here. Pardon me if it's a little shaky here, people. Hold on for half a second. Hold on, people. I'm just using my little crappy tripod at the moment, so we'll see if it falls over and wipes out. So while that is there, I will check my phone for messages. Whoa. My banjo ukulele is getting closer. It'll be here the day after tomorrow. I'm so excited. Lots of people have big Bluetooth microphones on their bicycles. I wonder if that's going to affect. Anytime music goes by, YouTube, even though it's Chinese music, YouTube will ding me for copyright every time. And just this dude walking past here with his Bluetooth speaker on for 15 seconds, even 10 seconds, would be enough to trigger the YouTube algorithm to basically demonetize my entire video, and any money that it did make would go to the holder of that copyright. Even if my stream were over an hour long and it picked up 10 seconds of copyrighted music from any language, Chinese, English, doesn't matter, it will demonetize my video and send any money it makes to some other random person who just happens to own a music copyright. It's getting very popular for companies, particularly law firms, believe it or not, to purchase copyrighted music, or at least the copyrights to that music, so that they can make money off of YouTube, specifically Fact Reason. I personally consider it kind of shady, but oh well, what can you do about it? Yeah, so let's see, I'm going to flick the camera again. Look at that. Look at that. Frogs, crickets. Not so many birds anymore. The birds are typically all sleeping now. Yeah, what an amazing place. I can hear music on the other side of the park. This is not even one of the really popular places. There's playgrounds and coffee shops and other places here in the park as well that people might come to visit. There's tons and tons of bicycles tonight. This is my first time coming here, I think, at night. And also still seeing drones flying overhead. This park is right in the path of a drone delivery company, so you often see these huge drones flying overhead making deliveries into the factory district nearby. There's a really nice breeze out tonight. It's nice and cool. The breeze is keeping any mosquitoes or other little critters that might be out hunting away. A couple of young ladies just went by on their bicycles with badminton rackets, so they've probably been here a while, because unless there's a very well lit up place on the other side of the lake, which there could very well be, they're not playing badminton here. All right, I'm going to disconnect the tripod here and start packing up for the walk home. Starting to feel a little peckish. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so a guy could eat something. It's funny the attention I get in these kind of places, because unlike the main tourist areas of Shenzhen, you don't see many dudes that look like me in this park. There are a lot of places in this particular district where I can honestly say that I am the first foreigner that has been here. So yeah, I'm going to start walking back. The same way I came, there are several different exits and entrances to this park, but they're quite far away, and that would put me very far away from home to walk over to one of them. However, that said, this is China, so as far away as I was from my home exiting the park, I could just get a DD home for $1 or $2, and yeah, Easy peasy. I mean, I am tempted. I am tempted to keep walking about half an hour over in that direction over there. There's an amazing little area called Lao Jie. And now that I know the live streaming works at night, I will definitely go over there and show you. I've got a lot of friends in that area, people that I know and that I chat with. So yeah, but the great thing about that particular little area, uh-oh, here we go, copyright music again. Here we go. But yeah, the great thing about that little area is I know lots of little people over there that own different shops and businesses, and they're always very happy to chat and talk and very helpful. But the sauna I go to is over there. My nail girl is over there. Yes, I do get my nails done. I am a habitual nail chewer, so I get my nails done every couple of months with gel in order to literally force myself to stop chewing. And it does work, because I do have, well, you won't see them here, but for the first time in 40 years I actually have fingernails, and that's because of my my little nail girl. All right, I'll stream for another 7 minutes or so and make this full 1 hour stream, me huffing and puffing, walking through the park. But this is good. The exercise won't hurt me. In fact, it is very, very welcome. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I get any copyright hits for any of that music that was playing in the past little while. If so, in the replay, I will just remove those, either those sections, or YouTube has a new feature now that it will attempt to just pull the music out. But yeah, I'm really anxious to get home and check out the replay of this stream, because from what I'm seeing here, it looks great. From what Mr. Counterpop was saying, it looked great. It's the old moon up in the sky there, nice clear night. Let's see. Let's see if I can zoom in on the features at all. Probably not. No, again, in the Streamlabs app, it's quite limited in the features that would normally come with the app itself. However, that said, I could possibly do some live streaming with my action camera, my my Osmo 4 Action, or my Osmo Action 4, I guess that's what it's called, because that does have a feature which would allow me to put in the RTMP for YouTube, and again have to go through all the VPN and everything else, but then I could use all the features on the camera while streaming to YouTube as well. So again, lots of things to mess around with and figure out. I'm looking forward to getting into better shape so I can come here jogging in the evenings as well. I do like jogging, but I'm just not in the right shape for it at the moment. But yeah, if the gimbal also has a very, very fully featured recording application as well through DJI. And if I can get that working and connected to the live stream, that would be beautiful. That would be the ideal live streaming situation. So I've got to figure all that out. Like I said, for tonight, people, or for anybody who might be watching this replay, I purposefully did not bring the gimbal with me tonight just because it's brand new and I haven't played with it enough to be comfortable with it. And this was only meant to be a 10-minute walk to the store across the street and back live stream. Yet here I am walking around the neighborhood and heading to the park. And yeah, so far so good. I'm excited that the stream looks okay. So obviously that is the way to go. The YouTube mobile app itself does have a live streaming feature, but it sucks. It's really, really bad, actually. So yeah, I just can't believe that I'm even able to stream, you know. I'm going to go pick up another SIM card for my phone. The only reason I don't use one phone only is because then if I want to stop and purchase anything or get an DD or anything like that, I would have to do that all with the same phone that I'm streaming from, and that would just be a pain in the butt. Plus, then I wouldn't be able to communicate with people, you know, with the WeChat or things like that, because it would all be on one phone. So in the long run, it would be best to have a data package on the streaming phone so it can connect directly to the internet without needing to go through the iPhone. And then the iPhone would not have to be running as a hotspot the entire time, which wears down the battery, of course, on the iPhone, and also creates quite a bit of heat. So it would be better to have that just as my communications device, and then this phone just as my recording device. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go to China Unicom tomorrow and try to get another SIM card for my my second phone. Here we go. Coming back up on the entrance to the park. I tell you, for anybody who's been following my videos, they know that I recently, quote unquote, lost my job. It wasn't a heartbreaking event for me whatsoever. My boss was a bit of a dick. Not to me, mind you, but very, very rude, inconsiderate, and to be honest, hateful of China and the Chinese workers. And that bothered me. That bugged me a lot. And plus, as I was technically a manager in the company, that meant I spent a vast majority of my time at work sitting at a very uncomfortable chair, at a very uncomfortable desk, in a very small and very uncomfortable office. So I had major problems. Pardon me, I'm disconnecting my my strap at the moment. I keep my phone, I'm not using a gimbal, I keep my phone on a wrist strap around my hand in case I do drop it. Oh yeah, it used to be in the past in Shenzhen, well, in China in general, the little e-bikes and mopeds were illegal. Oh, by the way, hi HHH. Nice to see you. Triple H. Hunter Hearst Helmsley in the house. For those of you that know WWE. But yeah, not that long ago, back in 2017, I believe, here in Shenzhen, they removed the law that stopped people from riding motorcycles in the city. And they've swarmed. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. There are areas of the city where there are so many motorcycles and scooters that it's almost impossible to walk on the sidewalks. And they park everywhere, which is annoying. But on the other side of the coin, with such a massive population of people, not everybody can have, either through affordability or just logistics, parking, etc. Not everybody can have cars, and these little electric scooters give them a freedom of travel that they didn't have before. However, that said, there is a huge push in China right now to hyper intensify and improve the public transportation system through more and more subways, very, very convenient subways, incredibly inexpensive subways. I can get all the way across Shenzhen from one side to the other, an hour and a half on the subway, and it costs me $1.20. That's the maximum fee. So it's incredibly affordable. The subways are clean, they're fast, they're very safe. And I actually prefer, I'll talk to the missus all the time, and when we're going to actually go somewhere, I'll tell her that I would prefer to take the subway as opposed to driving our own car or taking a Didi, and that's just simply because the subway is just that much more convenient. I've got the NFC app on my phone, so every time I do actually even use the subway, not only is it cheap, but I get a discount as well. So actually I pay about $1. But yeah, that was a good little walk. I got some good exercise in for the night. I think I am going to sign off here relatively quickly. It's been over an hour now, and I want to stop in at the little corner store, the little supermarket, to pick up a few things. I'll show you the supermarket as I walk in though. But who knows, maybe I'll just put this phone down while I'm actually buying stuff, and then give you a little look at the this is just one of the little neighborhood supermarkets. Fruits, vegetables, a little bit of meat, some slippers, towels, ice creams, things like that. But it's nice. I like to come in here and pick up little things. There's just too many delicious little things like this. Shampoos, soaps, candies, all sorts of fresh vegetables, noodles, sauces, toothpastes, detergents, tons of snacky poos and slippers. And speaking of slippers, I'm looking for a particular pair of slippers that I never seem to be able to find. I wore them once at a sauna and they were amazing. So I'd like to find that type again. But lo and behold, my size is not even available online. Quick noodles everywhere. I love these little sausages here. They're good, but yeah, I probably shouldn't. Got tools, got household items, underwear, buckets. And this is just a very small little store. This is not one of the bigger ones. Pots and pans, chopsticks. All right, for anybody still watching, I think I am going to sign off now. It's been an hour, and I should probably get my shopping done, get home and have some dinner. But thank you all for joining me today. I'll be very curious to see how this live stream worked out, this IRL stream. Speaking of IRL streams, my next 2 videos over the next 2 days are specifically about IRL streams, famous streamers, both good and bad. So I hope you check those out. But yeah, I'm going to find me something to eat, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Take care, everybody. 再见。